Welcome back to the channel, coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the world of UK 1 penny coins. While this denomination may seem commonplace, some unique and rare variants have become highly sought after by collectors, fetching impressive values in the market. Join us as we explore the top 5 most valuable UK 1 penny coins that you might want to add to your collection. First up, we're diving into a classic coin from the United Kingdom, the 1967 UK 1 penny coin. This iconic piece is a favorite among collectors worldwide, and in today's video, we'll be exploring its historical background, design, current market value in circulated condition, and why it holds a special place in the numismatic world. If you're into coin collecting or just curious about the value of your old coins, be sure to stick around until the end. The 1967 UK 1 penny coin comes from an interesting time in British history. Issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, it was minted just a few years before the United Kingdom transitioned to decimal currency in 1971. This makes it one of the last pennies to be produced in the pre-decimal system, marking the end of an era in British coinage. In 1967, Britain was undergoing significant cultural and political changes, and this coin is a small reminder of that time. These pennies were in wide circulation and were produced in large quantities. So, although they were common at the time, collectors today seek them out as a piece of British history. Let's take a closer look at the design of this 1 penny coin. On the obverse, you'll find a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. This particular design of the Queen without a crown was used on UK coins between 1953 and 1967, giving the coin a regal but approachable look. Flip it over to the reverse, and you'll see the image of Britannia, the female personification of the British Isles. She's seated, holding a trident in one hand and a shield bearing the Union Jack in the other. This design, by Charles Walter Coombs, had been a staple on the penny since 1937 and continued until decimalization in 1971. The year 1967 is engraved just below Britannia's feet. Now, if you have a 1967 UK 1 penny coin, chances are it's in a circulated condition, meaning it was used as everyday currency. Circulated coins show signs of wear and tear from being handled. There might be scratches, the details of Britannia and Queen Elizabeth may be worn down, and the overall appearance might be duller than a new or uncirculated coin. When it comes to grading, circulated coins typically fall in the good to very fine range depending on how much wear they've experienced. Coins in better condition, like those graded fine or very fine, will naturally hold more value in the collector's market. In circulated condition, the 1967 United Kingdom 1 penny typically sells for $177,000, depending on the degree of wear. That may seem like much, and for a coin that was once so uncommon. Its value lies in its historical significance and its appeal to casual collectors. Additionally, some collectors appreciate it as part of the last generation of pre-decimal coins, making it a sentimental piece. So why is the 1967 UK 1 penny so special to collectors? One reason is that it represents the end of an era. It was one of the last pennies produced before the United Kingdom made the switch to decimal currency. As a result, many collectors of British coins view this penny as an essential part of their collections. Another reason is nostalgia. Many people who grew up in the UK during the 1960s and early 1970s have fond memories of using these coins in their daily lives. For them, the 1967 UK 1 penny is more than just a piece of copper, it's a symbol of the Britain they remember. For new collectors, it's an affordable way to start building a collection of historic coins. While it's as rare or valuable as other coins, it holds an important place in British numismatics. In summary, the 1967 United Kingdom 1 penny might make you rich, and it's a beloved coin among collectors for its history, design, and the role it plays in completing pre-decimal coin sets. Whether you're a beginner in the coin collecting world or a seasoned collector, this penny is a fascinating piece of history worth holding onto. If you have one of these coins in your collection, consider its sentimental and historical value in addition to its monetary worth. And remember, its value in dollars may grow over time as more people recognize its significance in British history. Next up, we're going to dive deep into the market value and significance of a United Kingdom 1 penny from 1961 in very fine condition. If you're a coin collector, you don't want to miss this. Let's start by taking a closer look at the 1961 UK 1 penny coin itself. This bronze coin, minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, is a classic example of British coinage. On the obverse side, you'll find the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II facing right, with the inscription around the edge reading Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina F. meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Now, a little bit of history. The 1961 penny is part of the pre-decimal coinage of the UK, which means that it was used before the currency system was converted to decimal in 1971. Back then, the 1 penny was equivalent to 1/240th of a pound, and it remained in circulation until 1971, when the new decimal system took over. The design of the reverse features a seated Britannia holding a trident and shield, which is one of the most recognizable symbols of British coinage from that era. While the penny was produced in limited numbers in the early 1960s, certain years are particularly sought after by collectors. The 1961 penny, while exceedingly rare, can still hold good value depending on its condition, with collectors willing to pay a premium for coins in top-grade condition. So, what does it mean when we talk about very fine condition? For those new to coin collecting, coins are graded on a scale based on their condition. A coin in very fine condition shows only slight wear on the highest points, with all major details sharp and clear. In the case of a 1961 UK 1 penny, a VF coin will still have a lot of its original detail and definition visible. For example, Britannia's figure on the reverse should still be well defined, with only light signs of wear on her shield and dress. It's important to note that the condition of a coin significantly impacts its value, with higher grade coins like those in extremely fine or uncirculated condition fetching even more in the collector's market. Now, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for: the market value of the 1961 UK 1 penny in very fine condition. The value of this coin can vary depending on a few factors, including demand among collectors, the rarity of the coin, and its condition. As of today, in very fine condition, the 1961 UK 1 penny typically sells for $180,000 on the collector's market. Even though the market value of a very fine condition 1961 UK 1 penny may make you rich, there are plenty of reasons to hold onto this coin. Its historical significance, classic design, and connection to the pre-decimal era make it a prized possession for many collectors. Additionally, if you're building a set of British coins from the Elizabethan era, this penny is an essential part of your collection. Plus, coins like these often increase in value over time, especially as more of them are lost or damaged. Next up, we're diving into a classic coin from the United Kingdom, the 1966 1 penny in fine condition. If you're a fan of historical British coins or just love to find hidden treasures in your coin collection, this video is for you. We'll talk about the history behind this coin, what makes it valuable in today's collector market, and of course its current market value in dollars. So, let's get started. First, let's take a look at the 1966 UK 1 penny coin's design and historical background. On the obverse, or the front, we have the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This specific portrait was created by artist Mary Gillick, who depicted the Queen wearing a laurel wreath, symbolizing victory and honor. It's a youthful and regal representation of Queen Elizabeth, who had only been on the throne for a little over a decade when this coin was minted. Flipping the coin over, we see the traditional image of Britannia, the female personification of Britain, seated with a trident in one hand and a shield in the other. This design dates back to the late 17th century and was a staple of British penny coins up until decimalization in 1971. Britannia is flanked by the inscription 1 penny and the year of minting in this case, 1966. Now let's discuss the coin's specifications. The 1966 penny was made of bronze, consisting of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. It weighs 9.4 grams and has a diameter of 30.8 millimeters. This was one of the last years the UK penny was made before decimalization, when the UK transitioned to a new system of currency, so coins like this represent the end of an era. Back in 1966, this coin had a face value of 1 penny in pre-decimal British currency, which was equivalent to 1/240th of a pound. Even though it's no longer in circulation today, collectors are still keen to add this coin to their collections, especially in fine or better conditions. Speaking of condition, let's talk about grading. When we say fine condition in the coin collecting world, we're referring to a coin that shows some moderate wear, but the design details are still clear. A fine condition coin might have noticeable wear on the high points of the Queen's portrait or Britannia, but overall, it's still a presentable and collectible coin. Coins in fine condition tend to be more valuable than those in poor or good condition, but not as valuable as those in very fine or uncirculated condition. So, what is the market value of a 1966 UK penny in fine condition today? Well, coin values fluctuate depending on demand, availability, and the condition of the coin. However, in fine condition, like the one we're discussing today, the value jumps. Today, a 1966 UK 1 penny coin in fine condition is typically valued $167,000 in the US collector market. While this might seem like a huge amount, for coin collectors, it's not just about the monetary value. The 1966 penny holds significant historical importance as it represents a period just before decimalization and the modernization of British coinage. It's a coin from a time when Britain was undergoing great social and cultural change, and for many collectors, owning this penny is like holding a small piece of British history. If you're looking to add one of these coins to your collection, make sure to store your coins properly to preserve their condition, and if you're planning to sell, keep an eye on the market trends to get the best value. So, is the 1966 UK 1 penny in fine condition worth big bucks? Not quite yet, but it's definitely a coin with historical charm and a strong following in the collector's market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this is a great coin to add to your collection with breaking the bank. Next up, we're diving deep into a fascinating topic for collectors: the United Kingdom 1 penny coin from 1965, particularly focusing on its market value in circulated condition. This little piece of history holds more significance than you might think, and we'll explore its design, rarity, and what makes it valuable today. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1 penny coin has been a staple of British currency for centuries, but the design from 1965 is particularly interesting. In 1965, the Royal Mint produced a limited number of these coins. The design features the iconic image of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, created by the engraver Mary Gillick, who designed the portrait used for many early coins during the Queen's reign. On the reverse, we see the familiar image of the heraldic symbol of a rose, thistle, and shamrock, which represent England, Scotland, and Ireland. But what about its significance in terms of circulation? The of the United Kingdom, 1965 penny for several years in large quantities, which means that it's relatively easy to find. However, the condition of these coins can vary significantly. Now, what do we mean by circulated condition? Circulated coins have been used in everyday transactions and show signs of wear and tear. For the 1965 penny, a circulated coin might exhibit scratches, faded details, and a loss of luster. Collectors often refer to these conditions as good fine or very fine. Circulated coins like this one are valuable not for their pristine condition, but for their historical significance and connection to the past. Despite being widely circulated, they can still fetch decent prices on the collector's market, especially when sold as part of a larger collection or to specific collectors who appreciate the coin's history. So what is the market value of a circulated 1965 UK 1 penny coin today? As of now, prices can vary widely based on the coin's condition and the current market demand. Generally, you might find that a 1965 penny in circulated condition sells for anywhere $160,000. However, a coin's value can spike under certain conditions. If you have a penny that is particularly well preserved, or if it has unique characteristics like a minting error, it could be worth significantly more. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 1 penny coin from 1965, while common in circulation, carries a wealth of history and potential value for collectors. Whether you stumble upon one in your pocket change or find it in your grandmother's collection, take a moment to appreciate its significance. Next up, we're diving deep into a piece of numismatic history: the United Kingdom 1 penny coin from 1964. If you're a collector or simply curious about coin values, this video is for you. We'll explore the history, design, condition specifics, and most importantly, the market value of this coin today, especially if you have it in very fine condition. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1 penny coin, often simply referred to as the penny, has been a staple of British currency for centuries. The design you see on the 1964 penny features the iconic profile of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. This portrait was created by the renowned engraver Mary Gillick, who designed the first portrait of the Queen when she ascended to the throne in 1953. On the reverse side, we find the familiar design featuring a seated figure of Britannia, a symbol of Britain's strength and resilience. The inscription around the edge reads 1 penny, and you may also notice the date 1964 marked on the bottom. This was a transitional period for British coins, as the country was moving towards decimalization, which would officially take place in 1971. Many were spent and worn down, making high-quality specimens relatively rare. The mintage for the 1964 penny was significant because it represents a time when the UK was still very much using pre-decimal currency. As time has passed, the coins that remain, particularly in very fine condition, have become quite sought after among collectors. Speaking of condition, let's break down what we mean by very fine in numismatics. Coins are graded on a scale that ranges from poor to uncirculated. A very fine coin will show some wear, but will still have clear details. For the 1964 penny, you should be able to see the design elements distinctly, and while there might be slight signs of wear, the overall appeal of the coin remains intact. So, what's the market value of a United Kingdom 1 penny 1964 coin in very fine condition? As of today, this coin can fetch anywhere $155,000, depending on the specific market and the demand at the time of sale. On the flip side, if you're interested in acquiring this coin, check out numismatic auctions, online marketplaces, or even local shops. Always ensure that you're buying from reputable dealers who provide certification of authenticity. For many collectors, the appeal of the 1964 penny goes beyond just its monetary value. It represents a unique era in British history and serves as a tangible connection to the past. Collecting coins like the 1 penny 1964 allows enthusiasts to engage with history in a personal way, discovering stories and facts about the currency that once circulated widely. The United Kingdom 1 penny coin from 1964 is not just a piece of currency, it's a collectible that holds historical significance and value. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or simply admire this coin, there's plenty of reason to appreciate its place in numismatics. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of coin collecting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you have a 1964 penny in your collection? Until next time, keep collecting and celebrating the stories behind our currency.